let's unbox it. So I had to place it on my chair because I don't have too much space to add the package on my desk. So here it is, and sorry for my voice. I was the last weeks a little bit sick, or not a little bit, I was really sick, and so my voice is still recovering. But right now, here's the box, and I'm so excited to show you what is inside. It's actually a present from me, to myself, and I was waiting so long to buy it because it's a little bit expensive for a student. So, but here it is, and first what I got is a sketchbook from the same brand, Ohuhu. It's with the marker paper, a small one. I really like the size of it. It's not too big but not too small, so I'm very excited to try out this paper with the markers. And then of course I had to pick up some fine line drawing pens as well. They have different sizes of the nibs. And then because it was also sale, I picked up these brushes. I think they are water-based, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think so. 36 colors. So this I also want to try it out in my sketchbook, but I don't know right now which sketchbook I will use for it. And then the highlight of this whole purchase are the Ohuhu Honulu series. And oh my god, it's very, very heavy. And I picked up because I thought when I do such a huge purchase, I will pick up the 216 colors. So let's unpack or unbox it right now on the desk. So I don't know if I have the time or I can fit the testing out of these brushes in this video. Maybe I will do it in the next one because there are so many colors, and I actually have here on the side 2 other new sketchbooks that I want to unbox it. Maybe I can combine both of them and try these brushes with the other sketchbooks, because I am also planning to do like a little introduction video to my sketchbooks that I have, because I have a few ones, because I always love to try out different kind of art supplies, and also the papers are different, they have different textures and so on. So I think I will maybe show you a little bit the nibs from this set, and then also the fine liners really shortly. But the main act is here in the box, so let's open it. I got my plate here. And I will also open this sketchbook here. I hope I don't cut into the paper. I'm so excited. I waited so long for this colors or to order it, because I couldn't decide if I should or should not do it, because I started drawing again for a few months and I don't want to push to order some markers and then use them only a few times and then I don't use them anymore anymore because of the anxiety of drawing or making art, and I think I have to stop recording it because it's so heavy and I can't fit it out of the box. So I'm back with a different angle because it was a little bit of a struggle to film it like from this high. But yes, I managed to put it out of the box. I think the whole page was around 6 kilograms. It was very heavy. But now the reveal, I'm so excited. I love colors and alcohol markers. I have here on the side some old Copic markers that are dried out and I can't work with them anymore, but they're so expensive, and this was a little bit cheaper solution. And oh my god, so many colors. So I think the first step that I will do here is to sort them. I think with red tones, pink, blues, green, yellow, and some gray, natural colors. So I will record it, so it will be later a speed up of this. I really like to sort my colors or my art supplies.
So here is voiceover Gavi. As you already saw in the title, I will do a little Q&A session, and while I'm sorting out the colors, and later I will also answer some questions when I will do the color swatching. I gave you the opportunity to leave me in my story some questions, and the first one is what is my favorite type of art style or genre? Maybe one of you already know if you are following me on Instagram. I'm a master student in art history, and my main focus in all my papers are around the Dutch Golden Age. So I would say this is my favorite genre in art history or in art in general. I really love the paintings, drawings and prints from Rembrandt, Rubens, Jan Lievens, Jurjen van Streck, and yes, I really love the paintings from them, and I have a lot of books at home from different types of exhibition in Europe, and my bachelor thesis I wrote about the still life von Jurjen van Streck, and I also have some Italian artists from the same time that I really like, for example Tiziano. So I mostly are interested in the Dutch Golden Age, but also of course with the influence of Italian art in general. And yes, I think this will be my answer. But besides of my art history preference in my free time or in my hobby time, I would say I really love fantasy. I really love fantasy illustrations, and also in the more anime style or comic style. So like my own illustration, I very love cute illustration, animal portraits, and yes.
So I think it's almost sorted out. Here I'm not really satisfied with the colors. Maybe I I don't know, I will think about this later when I am already painted a few times with the alcohol markers. But I really like this section. I really like this one. And I think with the bluish or tail ones, I can do a very nice combinations. And also I like that there are a few pastel colors, because I really love to do my cute guinea pig illustration with some soft and very pinkish colors. So it looks very cozy and cute, and I want to achieve this soft look or dreamy look. So I'm really excited, and I already saw at the beginning that we have here like a plastic sheet. I think you can do this under the paper, so it prevents to bleed through. And here is also like the testing sheets, and this will be the next step that I will do. I think I will need a little bit of time first, maybe 1 hour or 2, I don't know. I hope it doesn't need too much time, but I'm really excited to try out the colors. So now to the sketchbook. I already did a cut here on the side. I really like the square size. I think it's the first sketchbook that I have it in this format. I actually have like this typical, I think it is a 5. And I also want to try the Ohuhu markers here in my sketchbook and see how the paper react to it, because here this is a very old one from 2018. I used Copic markers, and you can see that it bleeds very through the paper. And yes, I want to see how the ink will affect the paper, and if I can also do some good blending. Like here, for example, I use Copic markers, and if I can compare it to the more expensive markers. So I'm really excited. Here are my Copic colors. And after I tried out the new sketchbook, I want to finish this spread of my sketchbook and use for the 3 cats the Ohuhu markers and some colored pencils. So I have here like a comparison from the Copic markers that I use for this 2 here, and then I will see how different it will be. And yes, I very happy to do this testing. So the paper, I really like the texture of the cover. It has a nice grip. And what's this? A little booklet with some explanation. I think that you can also let me open it. I'm a little bit excited, so my mind goes very from one point to another, and I'm sorry when it's a little bit confusing with this unboxing situation. So you get also here in the book this protecting sheet, and what I saw in the tiny booklet, I don't know if you can see it here, you can separate the sheets from the sketchbook, and this is really nice if I want to sell one illustration maybe, or when I want to scan it and offer it like a digital print maybe also. And I really like that you can bend the sketchbook really nicely. It's very smooth, the texture of the paper, and very thick, so I think maybe it doesn't bleed too much. I'm really excited. And it also has a pocket. Then I can place here the testing sheets, or the, how are they called? Color swatch, not sheets, testing sheets, the color swatch maybe. They fit. Almost I can fit here right now, but so now I'm swatching. I will clear up my space and then swatching time. So let's swatch it. I think it will be a little bit difficult to find the right colors, but maybe it will work out. So the first one I already found it. So I will show you the nib. You have a brush nib and I picked up a board nib as well. So it's the right color, pastel yellow. So I'm very excited if it is really pastel, because the nib, it looks very dark.
So here's voiceover Gabby again with the second question, and it is, how do you find inspiration for your illustrations? I would say mostly from my work as an art historian. I already told you that I love Dutch Golden Age, and because of my work as an art historian, I have to do a lot of research for my papers, and I look up at different paintings, and I also visiting different types of exhibition. Because of my uni, I have to go to different exhibition to analyze the exhibition, of course, and the paintings and the concept around it. And so that's why I have a huge collection of exhibition catalogs where I can look up in detail the different paintings. And besides that, I also use Pinterest a lot for my inspiration. I use it for finding reference pictures or inspiration in general when I'm looking for a theme or a color scheme, or for fashion or food pictures, or for my fruit studies, for example, as well. And of course, I use social media. I follow on Instagram different talented artists where I also find some inspiration. So the next question is, what do you enjoy more, drawing traditional or digital? I would say I enjoy more drawing traditional. For me, drawing traditional is more like relaxing time, I would say. I need for it some free time, of course, because it takes much longer. But when I have my time for it, I really enjoy it. I love to use the real paint, I would say, and to experiment with it and to try out some new combination. And I really love to see how the paint reacts to the paper. I think I really prefer more the traditional way, and I think I'm a little bit more prouder when I'm painting traditional and have my finished piece. And I really love to look into my sketchbook and see the different textures of the colors for the paints, and also to feel it with my hands. But because I need a very long time finishing traditional artworks, I mostly do digital, more in comparison with the traditional artwork, because it is more convenient. I can draw digital at night without any daylight, sunlight, and I finish an illustration under an hour, or maybe when I'm doing a bigger illustration, I need 2. So I would love to have more time for drawing traditional because I really love it and prefer it more. Maybe in the future when I have more time after finishing my uni. So, and now to the last question. If you had to teach someone to draw, where would you start? And I also already got another question. What do you think about my sketch and what should I do to improve it? I think I can combine two questions and give you my answer. I would draw everything that I see. It sounds very simple, but you have to observe your surrounding and draw everything in your sketchbook and keep practicing and really look at in detail what is in front of you. In my studies in graphic design and also before, I had some very good lessons that I had to go outside with my sketchbook and draw what I see. Everything that is around you can be art, and yes, I did a lot of studies from the nature, for the simple things around me, like a cup of tea, for example, and try this out with different art supplies. Start with the basic with only pencil, and later you can move on to also use some colors, for example color with pencil before you go to watercolor or gouache. So one thing is that you keep going and trying out, and don't be so anxious to do any mistakes. It's normal and part of the learning process. And I think that will be my advice to find the time to draw what you see. It sounds very simple, but you have to learn to transfer what you see on the paper, learning the simple shapes, where the light comes, where the shadow falls, what is the right amount of value to create a good amount of shadow and light balance. And yes, but you can only achieve it when you draw mostly. Find each day a little bit of time for it. It's a long process, I would say. I'm drawing and painting almost over 20 years. So I think this is all what I have to say. I hope you like this type of video, and the next one I will use the Ohuhu markers in my first illustration with them in my new sketchbook. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a follow or maybe also a comment, and then I will see you next time. Stay safe and healthy, and bye bye.